Hello, CC of North Olmsted. This is week 16's Fine Arts. We're going to model the work of Durer, who was famous for doing engravings. His most famous work is this rhinoceros, which the biography says he's fascinated by detail. Of course, we won't have a ton of time to do detail, but here's another in this notebook. It's near the end. For some reason, they got out of order, so don't miss this page, even though it's not right after Fra Angelico. This one is really fun. We get to make stamps, and Laura has made a few for us, and her husband cut out a ton of balsa wood blocks. They look like this, and each student can take one home. We also, if you didn't want to do the balsa wood with the kids, I also bought these foam plates, which I will show you. Laura was able to do that with hers. These are, we're going to end up stamping them is what we're doing. So I will just show you a quick, we have these little styluses. There, and of course I have a bag of them, but we will save them, try to save them per class. So I started to make a design on it. It's super easy. I'm just going to show you, I'm not even putting a ton of pressure on here, and I'm able to make a groove in here. You may want to give your kids an idea of what to do. I've seen some prints online. It's totally up to you. Maybe I'll post a link with this that you can print out the picture and put it on here and draw on it, and it kind of makes a little engraving, and then they have an outline of something bigger to engrave. So that's up to you if you want them to do something abstract or if you tell them do the first letter of your name. Letters are difficult because, as you see, Laura made an E and then it turns out backwards, although you have two here. I wonder if you did, oh, one is upside down. So you have to remember that whatever you stamp, your image should be opposite of what you're stamping. So this is what I did right here. It's very simple to engrave with these little styluses. You can bring in sharper objects if you want, like it suggests nails and a hammer, screwdrivers, nuts and bolts. So I guess you could technically, with the nail, you could put it to the side and then hammer it into this. That would be very simple to do. But of course, with the little kids, if you'd prefer to use the foam plate, that works, but I should have enough of everything. So you can see how easy that is to write in there if I don't have a glare. So I will count out, double check I have enough blocks. And I also, Laura said she had trouble with the foam rollers that I bought, so I went ahead and bought nicer ones. So I hope you'll be happy with that. We'll have ink. We have these nice paper plates. You can just pour a little ink. A little bit goes a long way. You might want to have an ink station, have a mom in charge of that, and she can just come and a tiny bit of ink rolled onto these rubber, I forget what these are called, but you get the idea, and then you roll the ink onto here, and then the kids can stamp it. I will have this nice mixed media paper. If you want, I have folded one. It folds nicely to be like a 5x7 card if you wanted to have them make a card with it. Of course, keep something for their portfolio too. I have lots of ink. You should be fine as far as ink goes, and I have 4 of these rollers, so you can have 2 stations per class. And I have a couple different colors of ink, so maybe one station is one color and another is another. So with the foam, you definitely have enough to make more than one per student. I'll count out that balsa wood to see how much I have for how many per student we can do. Sorry, I didn't do that before this. Anyway, you guys have a great night. Thank you so much, and we will see you Tuesday, Lord willing.